Now on Coast TV News.
Tragedy and trams. After a deadly accident this summer, Ocean City looking at what to do with their famed tram moving into next year.
Joining forces, police and firefighters teaming up to prepare vital relief supplies for North Carolina after Hurricane Helene.
A major road project, the neighborhood that's going to be rolling slow as construction cuts down an important roadway to a single lane.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Keeping one boy's memory alive on the boardwalk. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with how that accident is still putting the future of the tram in question.
That accident is still under investigation. A 2-year-old hit by a tram earlier this summer. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us how right now the Ocean City Council isn't sure yet how to proceed with its iconic tram.
Families come together to enjoy the beach, boardwalk, and other activities during the summertime. But on August 20th, tragedy struck. A 2-year-old boy was hit and killed by the Ocean City tram, causing the community to come together and pay respects by placing stuffed animals where the accident happened.
Now you can't imagine what the family's going through. What if that was your 2-year-old?
The Ocean City Council is now looking at the future of the tram service. According to the Ocean City manager Terry McGeehan, police are still investigating. But once that wraps up, the town plans to take action.
And we're looking at, all parts of the accident, but also all parts of the tram operations. We want to make sure that when we do go back in service, that we're doing it as safely as possible.
Vacationer Rick McDaniel hopes there is a way to safely continue the trams on the boardwalk.
A lot of people, they depend on that for transportation, especially elderly people or people with back problems or whatever. So it just seems like more precautions would be the way to go, not cancel it.
The Ocean City Council plans to wait for the investigation to close before making any final decisions. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
And in case you're not familiar, that accident that Kevin did refer to, again, happened August 20th, and specifically we know Ocean City police say the 2-year-old was crossing the tram pad when he was hit at 814 near Dorchester Street. His name has still not been disclosed publicly at this time.
This brings us into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think Ocean City should prioritize in deciding the tram's future?
Let's take a look at the updated results from our last news hour. 63% say tourist convenience, 30% say public safety, 3% and 4% giving costs involved in tram upgrades their vote.
So the numbers have moved a little bit, not a lot. If you want to go vote in this poll, you can do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And we will have updated results on Coast TV News at 11. The DIAA has reprimanded Indian River High School for apparently breaking rules about student-athlete eligibility. An investigation revealed that the school's football team appeared in a commercial for Hershey's exteriors. That goes against regulations that prevents student-athletes from endorsing products. The DIAA has ordered the school to remove the commercial and also create a policy on endorsements within the next 30 days.
The service and celebration of life for former Mayor of Lewis, Ted Becker. That's going to be Saturday, October 26th at 11 a.m. That service is taking place at Lewis Canal Front Park. Now, seating will be limited under the tent, so the town suggests bringing blankets and lawn chairs for seating purposes.
Take a look at this map of Ocean View. It shows the spot where Substation Road connects 5 different neighborhoods to main roads in the area. But now a major disruption as construction work is cutting the road down to a single lane. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Ocean View. Brandon, people have mixed opinions about this work.
This work behind me started today, and as you can see, it's down to a single lane. And people I spoke with that are in neighborhoods that are affected by this traffic say they're happy it's finally getting done, but they're not so happy about the traffic this road work will cause.
Cones on the street, single lane traffic, and roadwork that is slowing everyone down that uses Substation Road to get in and out of their homes. That's the immediate future facing the people of 5 Ocean View neighborhoods as DelDOT works to resurface the road. Mike Guglielmini lives in the area and says this is going to be a nuisance.
It has caused inconvenience and backup just for us. Different traffic patterns, people moving through the neighborhood. We just figured we had no choice and we need to live with it, but it is inconvenient.
Resurfacing of Substation Road isn't the only work being done. Additional curbs and drainage to nearby neighborhoods are being installed.
Chris Carr has used Substation Road for years and says ultimately this work will be a benefit to everyone.
Well, definitely needed it because we're building all these new communities, we call them villages here, and we need to accommodate the higher level of traffic.
Eventually, all of this work will lead to a better and safer road, but until that time, Substation Road will be suboptimal for traffic.
Another neighbor told me that he thinks this road work should have been done 10 years ago. DelDOT says barring any weather issues, this road work should be done on December 6th. In Ocean View, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
Brandon, thank you. 2 federal grants will be highlighted in Lewis tomorrow. The first is $20 million to create a hybrid ferry there in Lewis. Also, Shall We Bounce, a trampoline center, will also install solar panels thanks to a USDA grant.
As the drought continues, farmers, they are feeling the effect. The dry weather severely impacting produce, which in turn is causing farmers to lose money. Craig Brady with Stag Run Farm says his apple yields are 70 to 80% behind where they were last year.
One of the effects of this dry drought is the tree will try and survive, and it'll shed a lot of the immature apples so it can survive. They drop before they're full size and not mature. They don't even have any flavor, so they're just we just leave them lay on the ground.
A tough situation there. Many farmers at the market say they have been heavily relying on irrigation systems to keep what crops they can alive, but more water usage, well, that costs more money.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Lewis as we turn to the man who can tell us about this drought, our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. Good evening, Paul.
You know, the thing that you got to kind of keep in mind, the residual effects of how the weather can affect things economically, medically, financially. I mean, just with that story alone, it just popped in my head. That means that those apples are going to cost a ton more money because the demand and the supply are just not going to match up. And that's just the beginning. And unfortunately, we're not seeing any relief. If rain fell right now, it would still be a big problem. Anyway, ocean, sorry, I'm just reacting in real time. My apologies. Okay, so we take a look. We're at 61 degrees, mostly clear skies for right now. And we had a high today of 83 degrees, which is actually tying a record high, which was actually set in the 70s. Drought conditions, severe to moderate, significant force throughout the entire Delmarva Peninsula. And rainfall this month, you see those dots right at the bottom? That's indicating exceptionally dry or basically zilch. And will there be relief in sight? Unfortunately, Maddie, not immediately.
Thank you. A new brewery is headed to the coast. First State Brewing from Middletown is opening in Rehoboth Beach. This is on Coastal Highway near Safeway. That's where the pond has been the past few years. No word yet on when First State is opening right here.
If you're going to the Sea Witch Festival this weekend, pop into the Rehoboth Beach Public Library for pirate-themed programs. There will be many activities starting at 11 a.m. Saturday, October 26th. Dressing up encouraged. All ages are welcomed.
New tonight, Sandhill Fields in Georgetown has added 17 new security cameras throughout the complex to enhance safety. This comes after a break-in in August. Sandhill Fields GM says the cameras will help protect the facility and ensure the safety of all visitors. That summer break-in left thousands of dollars of equipment stolen.
Do you know what a ghost crab pot is? I didn't, but it turns out that a crab pot that's been left at the bottom of the Delaware Bay, and today they were the focus of a workshop at the University of Delaware. University officials teaching local boaters how to use sonar to find derelict crab pots. Today's demonstrations included learning how to set up the equipment, how to find the pots out on the water, and ways to pull them up for collection. Coastal ecology expert Brittany Haywood says events like these help expand their work.
It's really about getting the community together and figuring out how to use this really cool tool and software and technology to go out and explore what's out there and kind of help improve the habitat, not only for the wildlife out there, but for other boaters.
University officials say from November 1st through the 3rd, boaters help them find these abandoned ghost crab pots.
Interesting stuff there, and we're just getting started.
Open houses at the food bank. Learn how you can make a difference.
And we had near record warmth today, but once again, the drought is still continuing on for us. Your first full alert forecast is coming up in moments.
First, the hurricanes, they've moved on, but relief efforts haven't. What one group of people is preparing to do when we're back in just 60 seconds.
We know Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, owing $59,000 in back taxes.
And she's now getting a deal. No penalties and a 25% reduction in interest.
Now the New York Times reports Alsobrooks lied on official mortgage documents, and Alsobrooks was sued twice for not paying her bills. Thousands in water, sewer, and other expenses. What scandal will they report next? Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Taping up boxes full of donations ready to be sent down south.
This is how a bunch of people spent their day, packing and taping boxes and bags full of items for those devastated by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton.
This group has sent multiple trailers down south, and as Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us, they had a few extra helping hands.
Preparing boxes to be shipped off to North Carolina. That's how Renee Leach spent her day at Old Paths Church of Christ in Georgetown. She originally started by donating items until she saw that Sherry Long, the organizer, had very little help. Now, as she prepares boxes and bags, she says this work is personal.
It's really important to me because I have in-laws, family that live in Florida.
Not only is this important to her because of the recent devastation down south, but helping others is how she was raised.
My family was always about helping those less fortunate than us.
And since Renee is always helping others, she was happy to have the help of the Delaware Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 10. Taylor Swain started immediately loading boxes. She says she has the community and her fellow first responders on her mind.
We have law enforcement, first responders that are affected by the same tragedies that affect those communities.
The group has been organizing and sending donations for weeks. And as they close up this trailer full of donations, this is just the beginning for Renee.
So I'm going to continue to help out as much as I can.
As you can see here, boxes like these are being filled up with comforters and blankets. They're being prepared to be loaded onto a trailer headed for North Carolina, but the work is still far from over. In Georgetown, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Well, we still have great golf conditions, but we still haven't had any rain. But the bottom line is this. We're going to stay mild again for today. Look, the greens are going to run real fast on you because it's really dry. The last mild day before we start feeling like fall once again.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 4.99 APR or lease an SR for $279 a month.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less, but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood, but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. Get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber through October, extended just for you.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you an estimate that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
You want power and performance? Get it all with Toyota's toughest trucks at IG Burton Toyota of Dover. Right now, lease the unstoppable 24 Tacoma for just $279 a month. Built to take on anything in its path. Need more muscle? The 2024 Tundra is ready to conquer whatever you throw at it. Buy with 1.99% APR. These aren't just trucks. These are tools, machines ready for work, ready for adventure. And the best part? They're waiting for you at IG Burton Toyota of Dover. Deals this strong don't last forever. Act now. IG Burton Toyota of Dover, where real drivers get their trucks.
We're bringing bright hope to Delaware by creating opportunity. As Secretary of Labor, I focused on preparing the workforce of tomorrow. And in Congress, I've worked to strengthen career and technical education. Jobs that might not require a four-year college degree, but do require skills. With jobs like these. Together, we can build the workforce of today and tomorrow. I'm Lisa Blunt Rochester, and I approve this message because our opportunities should be limitless.
Uneven concrete at your home or business? It's unsightly and unsafe. Call Morris Masonry, Delmarva's exclusive spray foam systems, concrete leveling, and masonry contractor. Morris injects safe polyurethane to slowly level the slab. It stabilizes the ground below, reducing erosion and settling. Leveling is half the cost of pouring new, and it's done in as little as 1 day. Call Morris Masonry for an expert analysis. No job is too big or too small. They'll fix your front step or even a shopping mall.
Or city sidewalks, or a highway.
Johnny Janasik's multi-million-dollar inventory sell-off is extended. Through Monday, save up to 70% on leather, upholstery, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Plus, 0% APR for 24 months. Save big on floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, overstocks, and special purchases. Thousands of items are in stock and available for immediate pickup or local delivery. Shop often for the best selection. New inventory arrives weekly. But the multi-million-dollar inventory sell-off ends Monday at Johnny Janasik.
As I look at the long-range projections right now, we're obviously right now in a rough rut dealing with the lack of rainfall. But unfortunately, it looks like this rough patch isn't going to change. We're trending even drier, believe it or not, even though we're going to see the temperatures drop a little bit. Our tunnel raiser camera in Lewis, with a slight breeze at about 5 miles per hour, 73 degrees. Will drop to 60 by 10 o'clock, mostly clear sky. Cloud cover is even hard to come by, let alone precipitation. It's 72 degrees in Redden right now, 70 in 82 degrees in Redden right now, 70 Milton, 76 Georgetown, 72 not only in Delmar but also in Seaford at this present time. We are remaining clear, and we're clear across the entire Delmarva Peninsula. The high-pressure system that's in control of our weather is reinforced by another high-pressure system behind that, and another one behind that, and another one behind that. When you have back-to-back high-pressure systems, the same weather, the same way, the same time, hasn't changed. Now, we did match a record high today of 83 degrees officially at our Georgetown airport or site. So it's been dry. And just to kind of rehash what we're talking about 2.84 inches of rain that we're supposed to have for this month thus far. We've had nothing. And for the year, we're now closing in on 5.5 inches shy for the entire year. So our days without rain have now maxed at about 25 days, and I really foresee possibly 14 more days. And if that happens, we're going to surpass this record of 34 straight days without rain. Take a look at what we're talking about. 6 to 10 day outlook, nothing. I mean, we're looking at drier than usual conditions, and then I switched it over to 8 to 14 days, and we're still looking drier than usual. In fact, if we had a bunch of rain that hit right now, it would still fall very shy of making an impact on the farmers that are dealing with the residual effects of what's been happening with this drought in the first place. Now, as we go into Thursday, we're going to start seeing temperatures drop more dramatically. Now, as far as Wednesday is concerned, we're going to hold on to the 70s, so it's going to be mild again. But Thursday, the temperature is going to drop. And usually with a drop of temperature, we're thinking cold front, condensation, all that nice stuff that bodes well for possibility of rain. No, we will remain this three-letter word, dry. And that's basically going to be drier. And then we'll also pick up cooler conditions as well. So it's going to be cooler and drier. As we go into this weekend to see which festival, 64 for Friday, 71 on Saturday, 61 on Sunday, and I'm planning on being there for the parade, by the way. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel extended forecast. Now, we're going to bounce back and forth with the temperatures over the next few days in a row, but one underlying motif, one thing that stays consistent is the lack of precipitation and moisture, unfortunately.
All right, Paul, thank you very much.
This week in Seaford, plans for 2 commercial.
The Food Bank of Delaware is calling for volunteers to support its Healthy Pantry in Milford. There are open houses scheduled for next week here. Now, this is where attendees will get a behind-the-scenes look to learn about various volunteer roles and hear inspiring stories about the impact of their contributions. Those open houses will be held Wednesday, October 30th and Thursday, October 31st. Election Day is just 2 weeks away, so tune in next week on Coast TV for exclusive preview week coverage. We have exclusive candidate interviews you won't want to miss, all beginning on Monday.
And Wednesday night, the Delmarva Sports Network, well, they're going to air the Governor's Challenge Selection Show. Big deal here. This show is a big reveal for all of the local and national teams that will play in the Governor's Challenge basketball tournament. It's the largest holiday tournament in the country. Huge stuff. It's held December 26th to the 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Well, South Carolina picked up a big win far from the shore. The Gamecocks thumped Oklahoma 35-9 on the road this past weekend. But one of their catalysts in the big win is no stranger to Delmarva. Smyrna grad Debo Williams racked up a season-high 9 tackles against the Sooners. The redshirt senior is a returning first-team All-SEC linebacker and captain of a Gamecock defense that's now 16th in the nation in yards allowed per game. Ahead of another big contest this weekend for USC against number 14 Texas A&M, the NFL hopeful says continued winning trumps any honors he could continue to earn in Columbia.
Just leave a legacy, man. Be, regarded as one of the best backers that ever come through here, through the University of South Carolina, one of the best leaders that ever come through. But individually, no. I kind of came into the season like that last year as a junior. I'm thinking, I want all SEC. I want a 100-tackle season. And, you go through those times and it's like, oh, you make it happen. You accomplish those. And at the same time, you want to win. I wasn't really able to do that last season. So me coming back this year was like, we just got to win. I want to win. That's all I want to do.
And over on DSN right now, tune in the Bayside Field Hockey Championship between Decatur and Queen Anne's. That is for sports.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Bath by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Recliners just $2.99. Two-piece sleeper storage sectionals just $9.99. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
My name is Bill Colling, and I've known Mark Schaefer for 30+ years. He and I have been able to reach out and reach across to each other for causes and things that were good for people, communities, and neighborhoods. I do believe that Mark being reelected will be great for our communities and our families and things that we need to get done to be a better world.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. Current Chevy owners can get $6,500 total value on this 2024 Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 12% below MSRP. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
As a math teacher, Matt Meyer knows that Delaware's tax system isn't adding up. So he has a plan to fix it. Give middle-class families a tax cut, invest in schools, and lower costs. But Mike Ramone's plan gives tax breaks to the ultra-rich, which could cut education by nearly $175 million. Matt Meyer knows these numbers don't add up. He'll make state taxes fair so families can get ahead. Vote Matt Meyer for governor.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Sofas, $388. 3-piece sectionals, $999. 5-piece dining sets, $488. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Let's take a look at our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. We're at 61, clear skies. Umbrella giveaway winner is actually Cavado Ladais, of Berlin. Congratulations. We've stayed dry and we're staying that way. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. And sponsored by Baird Levendadas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Listen, the bottom line here is even for the next 10 days, still no real rain in sight.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.